Hi everyone, this is Laverne, and this is my video response to Jill Norwood's Curating for Christmas. Excuse me. I am finally getting this done. It is December 31st, and yes, it's the last day, but I was trying to get this done a little earlier last week, but I've not been feeling well. I've come down with I guess you could say, post-Christmas cold, and so I really wanted to just get this done. It's going to be pretty short here. So I'm going to jump right in and get started. I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. This is my first ever YouTube video. I've been watching Jill for the past year, and then I've been watching other YouTubers for quite a while now. Followed them and seen the Curating for Christmas. And so this year, I said I'm going to put myself out there, and I'm going to make a video and just get it in before the end of the year. And so I'm just going to jump right in and just kind of show you just a few of the things that I worked with to make some Christmas projects for families and friends. Okay? So over here is I'm sorry about my finger. Kind of covered the camera, but over here is my little station that I set up, and I'll walk a little closer. And I'll just show you a few of the things that I worked on. There's some embellishments that I used right here in this basket. A little gingerbread and some trim there. A really sparkly, pretty green trim. And right here, as you can see, I have a basket of ribbon. I really got into the plaid this year. And I'm a traditional Christmas type of person. I like the reds, the greens, and the gold and silver. I tend to stick with that. And so naturally this year plaid was all the rage, and I actually jumped into the rage and bought so much plaid ribbon, as you can see there. And then I also decorated with it throughout my house. So let me see. Here's one. This was one of my favorite, and this is actually a fabric. It feels like a really soft scarf. I can't think of the word, but this was one of my favorites that I used. I've actually made a little scarf around a deer that's on the hearth of my fireplace. And then I also have some more plaid ribbon there. Kind of went crazy, different widths. And then if we come over here a little bit, I have this little top hat. I could not resist that at Michael's this year. I just had to have that. And so I snatched it up. And as you can see, let me just kind of move that around. It has the plaid on there. I was just so into that this year. But anyway, I loved that top hat. And I just had to have that here in my little craft space. And as you can see in there, just some clean and simple Christmas cards that I did. I did send a bunch out, but there were some I didn't get mailed out. But that's okay. I'll have them for next year. But just some clean and simple cards that I did from a paper pack, which was actually, this was the Pine Cone Lodge Recollections. And I thought they had some really cool papers in there and cut aparts. And so as you can see, that Peace on Earth, Noel, Goodwill Toward Men. And then Love, Peace, and Joy. So just some really quick, clean, and simple cards that I did. Oops, I'm sorry, I think my hands was in the way. And so we're going to kind of pan around here. Come down some. And here's a little basket. There's just other little embellishments that I used on cards and tags this year. I've got some flowers in there from the dollar bin. I'm sure everybody kind of recognized those. The green from the dollar bin at Michael's. The silver and the white. They were so pretty though. They just look so pretty on cards and on tags there. And then just some of the picks that I got from Michael's. I used those on projects. Right there. I'm dropping stuff, but that's okay. It'll have to stay there until I'm done. Okay. So put that back. And here we go again. More plaid. And then this is some ribbon that I got from Costco a couple of years ago. I just love it. It's just very whimsical, the green and the red Used a little bit of that this year on some projects. And then I've got a couple of boxes there of just Christmas goodies, Christmas stash. I am really trying to go through that stuff, trying to stop myself from buying any after Christmas stuff. It's really hard because I love Christmas so much and I love all the cool stuff that's out. But those are 2 boxes of things that I'd like to get through these next few Christmases. And of course, we always say we're not going to buy more, but we buy more. So that's that. And so if we pan over around here to my desk, and please forgive me, like I said, this is my first YouTube video. I hope it's not shaking too much. But in here, just papers that I used. Various papers that I used. Some more, as you can see, here's some recollections in there. Some Tim Holtz. That's my guy. And I just love this. I'm sorry, upside down. 12 Days of Christmas. That graphic 45. Love that. One of my favorites. So we'll pan around here a little bit more. And I'm going to kind of go quick. And my desk is a mess because I am still making things. But that's okay. Actually, I'm working on some New Year's cards. There were some people that I forgot on my Christmas list. And so I thought, hey, I'll send them a Happy New Year card. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm going to be working on those things. As you can see, there's my stickos. There's some glitter. Embossing powder that I used. I'm going to come down here, and here's a little tray of Christmas tags that I have left over. And thank you, Jill Norwood. I actually finally used the die that I had from Tim Holtz, that cup and cheer die. And these were so much fun to make. And actually, fussy cutting was not that bad. I kind of tried to avoid that, but it was not that bad. And these are just some of the tags that I had left over. I did give some out, and I have a few left over. And then I also made this one off a stamp that I had. Okay, Feliz Navidad. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the stamp that I used, but if I come up with it, I'll type that in. I can't remember the brand, but anyway, that was some tags that I made. And then we'll just kind of pan over here. Okay, ribbon. I don't know what it is about ribbon. I just have a thing for ribbon. But here's all my different Christmas ribbons that I used. And let me see here. I'm sorry. Please forgive the shaking. I really stocked up this year. And I used quite a bit too. And then I also had a thing for deer. I don't know what it was this year, but again, here's my deer. Got that from Michael's. So cute. My traditional red and green. I usually don't sound like this, but as I said, I'm kind of fighting a cold, after Christmas cold here. Okay, so I pan around. And I got this little tray here from Dollar Tree. It's got all my Christmas washi tape in there that I used. I used some of that. Okay. Lots of fun. And then I'm just going to kind of pan up here and kind of come around. You get a little glimpse of my craft room, my craft space. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Alright, so these are all the Christmas cards that I received. I was part of a Christmas card swap with a group of ladies called Scraps of Color. That was started by T.R. Smith. And we're kind of a little local group here. We get together and we crop and make cards together, and we do swaps. There were 14 of us in the swap, Christmas card swap, including myself. And as you can see, here's all the beautiful cards that I received. Okay, I'm going to get closer. Get a little bit closer there so you can see. Okay, don't want to make anyone sick. Okay, so again, I wanted to make sure that I got this video done and get this posted. It's not perfect. It's my first video, but it's done. And I can say that I did it because that was a goal that I did have this year, was to post a YouTube video. And thank you, Jill Norwood, because the Curating for Christmas was the perfect event to push me to get it done. And so I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. And Jill asked us to share a couple of traditions, so I'm going to do that real quick. One of the traditions that my family has is that we always eat anchovy and angel hair sauce pasta on Christmas Eve. My husband is part Italian, and when his grandmother was alive, we would spend Christmas Eve with them, and that was one of the dishes that she would make. And so we kind of do that in memory of her. We enjoy the angel hair pasta with the anchovy sauce. And there's also somewhat tradition that on Christmas Eve, Italians enjoy seafood. And as we carry that on, throughout the Christmas season, we come into New Year's Eve. And then our big tradition on New Year's Eve is that we cook a bunch of seafood. We do a seafood boil, myself and my two boys. We had so many blessings this year. We're just so thankful for all the blessings that we had this year. We moved. We were able to purchase another home. So we moved this year. We moved into a beautiful home. And our oldest son graduated college. He graduated from U of M, University of Michigan. So I want to say a shout out to James. Go Blue. And that was another reason, kind of a delay in me getting this video done, because we were really focused on trying to get him through this last semester and attend graduation. We had a lot of fun. And so, again, with that being said, I'm going to close. And again, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Here's to a prosperous 2017. May God be with all of us this year, and that we receive blessings and prosperity, and that there be peace around the world. Bye.